Earlier today, Jeff Passan and Kiley McDaniel released their top 50 trade deadline targets for the 2025 MLB season, with the Mets being attached to 6 of those players. Starting off with Alex Bregman, currently third baseman for the Boston Red Sox. Bregman signed a 3-year, $120 million deal for the Red Sox over the offseason and was on fire before going down with a quad injury at the end of May. In 2025, Bregman has a .385 on base for 157 weighted runs created plus while providing above average defense at third base. He's posting some of his best underlying metrics in average exit velocity, barrel rate, and expected weighted on base average since his peak in 2018 to 2019. The Mets are getting bottom 10 production from their third baseman with a combined 87 weighted runs created plus, a 660 OPS, and a combined .5 F-WAR between Brett Beatty, Ronnie Mauricio, and Mark Vientos. If one of those guys doesn't take the position with force, the Mets will be in a position to add at third base, with Alex Bregman being at the top of the list, and also Eugenio Suarez of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Look out for him as well. Next up, we got Cedric Mullins, outfielder for the Baltimore Orioles. Mullins is set to hit free agency after this year, as he's having his best offensive year by weighted runs created plus since his breakout in 2021. But he is having probably his worst offensive year of his career with a -2 fielding run value and 0 outs above average in center field. The strikeouts are a bit of a concern, being below average, and there is risk with regression from Mullins, but he is posting his best expected weight on base on contact since 2021. Mullins would provide the Mets a left-handed option in center field to pair with right-hander Tyrone Taylor, who's handled center field well, but likely fits better as a part-time player. Next up is probably the guy with the most upside on this list, Luis Robert Jr. Luis Robert Jr., after a hot start to his career, has struggled, posting a combined .4 F-WAR with a weighted runs created plus 25% below league average in 171 games between last season 2024 and so far in 2025, while also dealing with injuries throughout his career. The potential cannot be understated though. With 40 home run power, elite speed, and elite defense in center field, he still has the tools of a superstar. He has 2 $20 million club options for 2026 and 2027. Would you like to see the Mets take a chance on the young stud? Next, we'll talk about 2 southpaws in Aroldis Chapman of the Red Sox and Reed Detmers of the Angels. At 37 years old, Chapman is showing no signs of slowing down. With an ERA under 1.5 and a FIP under 2, he's posting a 37.2 K percentage with an insane 29.8 K minus walk rate by cutting his walk rate in half from last year, going from a near 15% walk rate in 2024 to 7.5 in 2025. As for Reed Detmers, in his age 25 season, he has transitioned into a relief role for the first time in his career flawlessly, while posting some of his best underlying metrics of his career. The walks are an area of concern, but with a 2.8 FIP, a 30% strikeout rate, and above average stuff, Detmers has transformed himself into an excellent option in relief. He has 3 more years of control after 2025, so it may take a pretty penny to grab him from the Angels. With the early injuries to AJ Minter and Danny Young, and waiting on a rehabbing Brooks Raley, the Mets are in need for a dominant left-handed reliever in their bullpen. Last on this list, we got old friend Luis Severino of the Athletics. Severino left in free agency, signing a 3-year, $67 million deal with the Athletics, and so far has posted a respectable 4.42 ERA in 16 starts, but he currently has a career-low K rate at 15.9%, which ranks in the bottom 10% of the league. The Mets rotation has certainly taken hit after hit over the past few weeks, so although I'm not sure if Severino is the guy, I can tell you for certain the Mets will be looking for starters at the deadline. Those are the 6 players attached to the Mets from Jeff Passan and Riley McDaniel from today's article over at ESPN. Go check it out for yourselves. Look at the other players they listed in the top 50, and who do you want the Mets to trade for at this year's deadline?